Good morning, Card Meaners. RJ back with another video. Let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. I have here a card from 2005 Upper Deck, just called the Hall of Fame plaques. What is interesting about this is one of 10 that they issued that year. They were numbered SP 16 through SP 25. Mr. Schmidt is SP 23. Which suggests at an earlier date they issued cards similar to this, numbered SP1 through SP15. I was unable, in my search through the tradingcarddatabase.com, unable so far to figure out where the other 15 cards were part of what set. But be that as it may, this is my random Mike Schmidt item of the day. A random baseball item of the day, kind of an interesting thing I've thrown before, but found something new about this. So this is a 1990 sticker thing. This is a book. If you pull the book out of here, you can actually pop this out of the frame. It snaps back together. This is a sticker book, so all the stickers that are here have a place in the book. Over 600 officially licensed stickers. Some people actually have two. There are two Dennis Eckersley here. There's actually two Bill Dorans up here, so it's not like they have the biggest players with two stickers, because I know Mike Schmidt's in this, and he only got one. He had retired, so maybe that's why he only got one. But anyway, what was interesting to me, a couple things. It said over 600. There are 648, in fact. There were several pages of these that added up to 648. I did the math earlier. I can't remember what it was. 36 times something or other equals 648. Sorry, my brain's not working. Somebody out there knows the answer to that right away. But anyway, down here in the corner, what caught my eye, printed in Yugoslavia, which reminded me that over the years, Topps and every other baseball card manufacturer has in fact shipped some of the printing off to other countries. Panini originally was an Italian printing company. Well, probably might still be an Italian company for all I know, but Panini printed stickers, Topps stickers back in the day in Italy. There were times when some of the mini cards were printed in Ireland, and I know that some cards were printed certainly in Canada. So people have been sending small jobs overseas for years, and this is just yet another example where some company, because this is not a Topps product, used another nation, in this case Yugoslavia, to do their printing. So today's trivia question. Today, sticking with this day in baseball history, today is May the 8th. So this day in baseball history, May the 8th, in the year 1973, this person hit a home run completely out of Dodger Stadium. It was the second time this individual had hit a bar that far that it left Dodger Stadium. And at the time that he did it, and for many years after, I don't know if anybody's accomplished this feat at all, but some of the reports I've read said no one else has ever done it. Now, I don't know if that's still the case. Maybe the reports were old, but for the longest time, this person had done it twice, and nobody had ever done it once. So, on this day in baseball history, May the 8th, 1973, who hit a home run out of Dodger Stadium? Prize for getting that right. Interesting thing here. If you are a Reggie Jackson collector, this is really a Reggie Jackson collectible. In fact, it's two. These are the Topps rub downs from 1984 and 85. If you look at the cards, sticker sheets, whatever you want to call them, they look exactly the same. You have Reggie, who is the primary person on the cards, but you also have two other players. One is Eric Chow, and then Pirate Jason Thompson. Neither of those ring a bell to most people, although Eric Chow does have a little bit of notoriety in that he gave up Pete Rose's record-breaking hit. But the only difference is the copyright date. You'll see that one is copyrighted 1984. The other is copyrighted 1985. So they are from the two different series. And those are your prizes for that question. You want to email me the correct answer. I will include my email in the description below, along with a repeat of the question. You will have today and tomorrow to answer, and we will pick a winner on Sunday. So good luck with that. Today, simple thing to show off. I'd started last year. I thought to myself, I wanted to do a really cool set, but a vintage set, a really interesting vintage set. I knew it would cost some money, but I'm not doing a T206. There's like 530 cards in this set. 2,000-3,000 if you do all the variations, maybe even more. So I figured I'd just do a simpler set, and I found the E95 caramel cards. This is an E95 caramel. This is an individual named Ed Willets. You can see here, it was spelled Ed Willets, but it's actually Willett. It's singular, the last name. Member of the Detroit Tigers, a poor 1. Still looks pretty good for a 1. There are 25 players that are part of this set. That's all just 25, but some of the biggest name players of the day are on this, which are going to cost me dearly when I get around to buying them. Honus Wagner, obviously up on top. There's Ty Cobb and Christy Mathewson as well. But I have been able to get a couple Hall of Famers over my time. I will show those off in a minute. But I've been collecting those cards. I got 6 last year. I'm trying to get 5 at least this year. So the first card I got this year recently was back in March, a Cy Morgan in a 2. Cy Morgan from the Athletics. All right. But the recent pickup I want to show off, very happy with this card. It's why I thought it was one of the harder Hall of Famers to get. Came in the really cool eBay Authenticity Guarantee box and thing. Can you actually fold this back and make it a stand? The person I got, Hall of Famer Eddie Collins. Now, it's in a SGC 1.5. Very bad chipping or, creases down there in the corners. But it is still an Eddie Collins playing era card. 1909 Eddie Collins E95 Philadelphia caramel card. Back's got a little bit of paper lost right there. But this, I'm just so happy to have this. It's one of the ones I thought might cost me a bundle. But this was up for sale and nobody was interested, so I snagged it. So it does give me a total of 7 cards now. I'm going to go through real quick the various cards I have. Just kind of show them off to you. Sorry, I'm taking a couple seconds because I have them in a certain order. So these are just in alphabetical order. All right, so starting in alphabetical order, I have Hall of Fame first baseman manager Frank Chance. Part of the great Cubs teams in the early 1900s, Frank Chance. Second one, alphabetically, was the Eddie Collins I just picked up. Sam Crawford, my third Hall of Famer. Crawford was an outfielder for the Detroit Tigers, played alongside of Cobb. Those are the only Hall of Famers, the 3 Hall of Famers I have so far. The rest are non-Hall of Famers. This one is Art Devlin. It's got a little chunk out of it, very poor quality. But again, it's still a cards of this set. I could probably get a better one, but I don't think I care. It's from the New York Giants, Art Devlin. Probably the best numerical card I got, 4, Larry Doyle. It's got a qualifier as being marked because if you look on the back, somebody did a little ink stamp on there. I'm not sure what it's supposed to say. But Larry Doyle. Harry Lord has a nice big crease in there. It's a SGC, an old style SGC label, a 1. From the Boston Red Sox, Harry Lord. There's your Cy Morgan I just picked up this year. And lastly, this is Ed Willets. He's the first one I ever got when I decided to do this set. So there you go. I've got 8 cards so far. I need at least 3 more this year. That was one of my goals, to get 5 a year. That way, after 5 years, I'll be done this set. Hopefully, I can get a couple more than 5 in the other years, because getting Cobb and Wagner is going to be a heck of a mission. I mean, that's going to take a lot of savings, and don't tell the wife when you pull the trigger on that one, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to keep it in this holder. I just like putting it in the thing. It's kind of fun to see. This is what the eBay authenticity guarantee does for you. It's supposed to, you know, turn into this holder here. You can show off the card that way if you wanted to. I think that's a little silly, unless you have like a mantle. I don't think there's any reason to use the holder. But that's all I want to show off for you today. Hope you enjoyed that. Again, I've only got 2 this year so far from my goal of 5. But, you know, considering just turned May, you could say I'm on track to get all 5 that I want this year. There's a couple other Hall of Famers I'd like to get. Might want to crank out more Hall of Famers. The medium Hall of Famers, save those big guys for later on. So, anyway, appreciate you all stopping by. Please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. Do really appreciate your support. I try my best to support everybody else in this great card community. So keep watching everybody's videos, all right? See you again on Wednesday for more trivia and content, okay? Thanks a lot. Take care.